Good morning. It's Don Johnson again out here. It's about 60 degrees here in Alabama, 64, I think, this morning. It's going to be a very comfortable day. So, again, we have to up our game. We talked about our greeting and our time commitment. So, are we working with any time restrictions today so you don't have anywhere to be later? Okay, this is how it'll go. And then just set the plan. How are you going to accomplish it? Smart people have a game plan. You want to show people you have a game plan. It's like patting yourself on the back and showing them you're smart when you set the process and tell people how the call, how the job, how the process is going to go. Works very well. So we did our inspection. We wrote everything down. We didn't talk about anything at this point. We write it all on a piece of paper in three sections: the mandatory stuff that we have to get done today, things that will need to be addressed in the near future, and things that are really just nice to have if they were free. Who would want to have tankless water heaters and water filtration systems and generators and or even the interlock kit so they can put in a portable generator if they ever need it, to indoor air quality, to high efficiency particle absorbers, the filtration system, a new duct system, duct seals, duct cleaning. Um, the list can go on and on and on with the stuff that's just really nice to have. If it were free, what are the items that this would need to have, this house would like to have? So we get our list, the mandatories, the near futures, the nice to haves. Everything is all organized for us, and we go get the customer. We do not show them this list until they ask for a price. That's the when you're talking with a customer, you want to explain things so they ask you how much is it going to cost. That's when you share the pricing and the list. It's their idea to get the pricing, not you're forcing it on them like all other salespeople. We wait till they ask. So we go get them. Mr. Smith, are you ready to go over what I found? All right, and you know what it's going to cost and even how long it's going to take to get your air back up and going. If you're working on a service call, just go ahead and add those other two phrases. If it's just a maintenance, if it is a maintenance call, you're doing a tune-up. Just say, hey, Mr. Smith, you ready to go over what I found? Hey, follow me to the outdoor system. You know, man, it's a good thing you had us out here today. You know, it's amazing how dirty one of these things can get, just 6 months. And I got you all cleaned up and I brought you up to a certain standard. And we're going to keep you there with one of our maintenance plans. Now, first, a couple of good things. Do you know what this is? So you weren't aware this is your power box? Well, I checked it for arcs, black marks, burnt places, anything unsafe for you and your family. Yours is good. Do you know what this is? So you weren't aware this is your power cord? Checked it for like nicks from weed eaters, even the dogs chewing on it. There's high voltage electricity in here, dangerous electricity in this cord. I've checked it; it's safe. Were you aware that if your refrigerant levels are off by just 1 ounce, and your air conditioner can hold as many as 100 ounces, about 7 pounds of refrigerant, that it could cause your power bill to go up by 5%? Not to worry, yours are okay. Do you remember earlier when you said that if I found any deficiencies, you wanted me to share them with you? Do you still want me to share those with you? Well, all right, I've compiled a list for you. Now, some things on this list are mandatory. We really don't get a choice on those. Some things that we can put off until later, and some that are just really nice to have. Now, the first item is this thing right here. Do you know what this is? So you weren't aware this is your torque booster, your secondary motor control, your capacitor, right? Whatever your company calls it, it's okay. You don't have to worry and stress about that. It is what you call it. Just do that, and then start talking about the items. Then you'll go through the list, but you still hadn't shown the list. And at some point, they're going to ask you how much that cost. Well, how much is that going to cost? All right, so you want to know how much all this is going to cost. Well, as far as pricing goes, everything comes out of our standardized price manual. This is your assurance. I'm not looking at you trying to determine how much money you've got, making up prices that go along, or even charging different prices by the neighborhood. With the exception of our maintenance agreement customers, everyone pays the same rate regardless of who they are, where they live, or which tech does the job. And as far as I'm concerned, my job is to charge you the least amount of money possible. Now, I'll be happy to show you all the prices out of our price book. But what I normally do is write them down on a sheet of paper to make it easier for us to read. Now, as a courtesy, I went ahead and made you a maintenance agreement customer as if you were already one before I got here. That way, I can give you all the discounts and keep your bill as low as possible. Now, these are the things that are mandatory. We don't really get a choice on those, so that's a done deal. Now, these, the second section, will need to be done in the near future. And if you've got the money, these are the system enhancements that make a major difference in your life, and they'll never be any cheaper than they are today. So what do you want to do? You want to go with the bare minimum, halfway, or all the way? Now that's how you go from start to finish of introducing, getting them involved, talk about the items, which I skipped over here in this example, and then we ask for the order, right? So we just simply do a choice close, ask for the order. So what do you want to do? You want to go with the bare minimum, halfway, or all the way? Not threatened at all to just give them the choice. What do you want to do? If they, whatever they choose, just go with that. We will talk about how to get the rest of the list, how to nibble the rest of the list, or even the fast nibble. But the first sale with any customer is the hardest. Once they buy from you the first time, they're telling you that they trust your company and they trust you and they understand they need something or they should do something. Well, the second, the third, the fourth, forever in the future, until you destroy it, you don't have to convince them that they for them to trust you or trust the company. When they buy the first time, that tells you they trust you, the company. It's just about the product and the need and the item or the service. So now when you nibble to the rest of the list, you can simply just show how that item is important for their home, for them, for wherever, what the need really is, okay? Because you have established yourself and the company as credible and as the authority with the first sale. So the first sale is the hardest, the rest keep going from there. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up a little quick this morning, but that was the presentation that shows that kind of goes through the list. We'll revisit this, and if you want to put in the comments the line that I missed, there was one line that I kind of skipped over and missed. For the guys who know this training, have been through it before, tell me what I missed down there, and we'll cover it again tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Go out, make some money. Uh, Categorize your calls into those 0 to 3s. Let's fulfill our promises that we've made in the past. 3 to 8 year old systems for air conditioning guys. Let's make sure we're thorough and give them and do our duct inspections and give our duct pressures. And then 8 years and older, let's make sure we get our comfort advisors. Let's make sure we're talking about a add to upgrade to a new system. Even if we know they're not ready, it sets the stage so that if something major were to happen in 6 months or 6 years, it's already in their mind and they're much more willing to look at the choices they have when it comes to equipment. So 0 to 3, fulfill our promise. 3 to 8, let's make it this system as efficient and performance as well as it can with the easy starts and surge protectors. All the things that if they were free, this house would want: duct cleanings and duct seals and filtration and breathe easies. If you don't know that, we'll go through that for you at some point. So good morning to those who are watching. I appreciate it, and I'm going to finish up here. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Good luck today.